Time now for the Mountaintop Metal Roofing Player of the Game.
Here's the give to Moore. Moore's going to go outside with a block. Great block, 10-5. Inside. Did he get there? Yes, touchdown!
Do it once. Do it right. Mountaintop Metal Roofing.
It's time for the Mountaintop Metal Roofing Player of the Game. That clip that you just heard from Jerry Allen, that was Dakorien Moore with his rushing touchdown that he had. He also had a receiving touchdown. His receiving stats, 2 catches for 69 yards and 1 touchdown, including that 65-yard bomb from Dante Moore, where he had to make a little shimmy and move, and I think even made 2 Oklahoma State players run into each other.
Yep.
Which is always classic. Always classic. And then on his rushing touchdown, his 1 carry of the day for 25 yards and a touchdown. He took an end around, showed you the speed that he has, and then just went right off to the left of the pylon. But the ball went over the right side of the pylon into the end zone, and it was reviewed. The play was upheld, and he is the only player with 2 touchdowns today, 1 rushing and receiving. But seeing the impact that he's had in so many freshmen in these first 2 games, as we talked about last segment, the depth, but he's showing that he's different and that he's special in these first 2 games.
Yeah, Dakorien Moore is a gem. By far, 5-star recruit coming in as a freshman, was expected to be the impact wide receiver for the Ducks in week 1, not getting any of those big catches. People were wondering, well, why isn't Dante looking to him? Well, he answered those questions. More to more is going to be a thing all season. I said earlier in the postgame scoreboard show here on 105.1 The Fan, I am expecting to see a ton of athleticism from this kid, and we've heard a couple of times guys talking about freshman wide receivers that are usually flashy dudes that care about, being the star, being involved in the big touchdown catch. Dakorien Moore loves to get upfield and block. He loves to do the football things, the other things that make a team successful, and I think that is probably more so a big reason why he's a gem than the crazy talent that he has. Combine these 2, man, Oregon has a target wide receiver that they've never had in their history of the program, and frankly, one that's excited to do the little things like blocking as he is. The sky's the limit, man. Like, I keep sounding super positive about this, but Joe, there's just not many negative takeaways that I have from these first couple of games for Oregon.
Yeah, as someone who played high school football as a wide receiver in a wing T offense, I had to be a wide receiver that loved how to block.
I bet you did, sir.
Let's just say the pass attempts were minimal during the high school days in a wing T offense.
Throw your body out there, damn it.
So I, for one, am a huge fan of receivers going downfield and blocking, sealing the edges, just driving guys 10, 15, 20 yards downfield. I'm like Anthony. I get all giddy. I get all happy inside. It's like the football nerd in me. But Dakorien Moore, he had a fantastic game. I did want to give props though to Dante Moore. Like, when a team struggles and has a bad day, people look at the quarterback. When the team has a great day, I feel like you got to do the same. Look at the quarterback, and he was efficient, 16 of 21, 266 yards, 3 touchdowns. He had a few plays where he was just moving around in the pocket, had great feel of where the pressure was coming and where things were moving. And then he just did it at all 3 levels. He did it at the short, he did it at the intermediate, and he did it deep as well. I mean, he really pieced up the defense all day long. And I think this last week, he showed that he could do what was needed to get the team downfield at an efficient manner and score touchdowns. Again, this week, it was kind of all on display for Dante Moore. And I think that's what not just Duck fans, but the rest of the country wanted to see. Not just with Dante Moore, a lot of quarterbacks in their first week might have shown themselves like, hey, he could be good.
Yeah.
Now let's see if he can follow it up with a good performance or an even better performance. And Dante Moore did just that. Spread it around, very efficient, and did it at all 3 levels.
That's what happens when you put talent behind an offensive line, right? Dante Moore's arm, the ability to actually give him 3 or 4 seconds to throw the ball downfield, and on top of that, his tempo. If he has time, he will take it, but he knows, like on that flea flicker to Gary Bryant Jr., did you see how quickly he got that ball out after he got it back from the wide receiver? It was almost instantaneous. He's got such a good feel for the game, and I got to give a lot of props to the offensive line for that. And not just the starters, but man, they were putting Pickard in, they were putting Matthew Bedford in. It was 7-8 deep for the offensive line today for Oregon.
Yes, another deep performance by the Ducks. They win 69-3. Dakorien Moore, our player of the game, Mountaintop Metal Roofing player of the game.